Hello, everyone, and welcome to another stream here on the Esports Ohio channel. I am Carter. I'll be your caster today for this match of our ESO 2025 sponsored season premiere Overwatch League, going here to the Southwest region for our last week of regularly scheduled matches here, with this being the final makeup week at the end before we move into playoffs for our different tiers of competition in our regions, capping off with the regional competition April 5th and 6th. So make sure to follow us for more updates on those. But back to this match right here, as we're going to go ahead and have Northwestern High School taken off against Troy High School here. Northwestern starting off in on your left here with Toaster, Ubermed, Duran, Seth, Rusty Banana, and Rento. Troy walking out here with Jumble God, Aggravated, Night, Corin, and Discord Kitten. And this is going to be a matchup for sure. Troy right now sitting in the middle of the pack of their region. Northwestern towards the bottom of the standings, but still here to make a fight in the last week just to get in that extra win for both sides. Right here is now they're walking out on one of our newer maps here, Samoa, as right there Ubermed gonna take off the charge on the Venture, gonna find a little bit of damage as both teams actually no, just one team opting for the Roadhog there. Jumble God on the Diva. Ooh, the hook's gonna go a little bit wide there for Rusty Banana, who's gonna drop incredibly low as in comes Jumble God. They go ahead and take off Rusty Banana right there. Night's gonna find a headshot on the Rento to finish that one off, as it looks like Troy's gonna come out of here with some fire, and they're gonna go ahead and capture that first part of the objective. A job well done there. Interesting to point out the Diva pick a lot recently with the perks changes, especially Diva kind of taking more of a backseat the tank rule. Cool to see Jumble God bust that one out. Really liked its use against the Roadhog to eat up all of Roadhog's damage through that choke, and then right when he gets low to dive on in. As now though, the hook is going to be on to Jumble God, who's going to be forced to pop some Matrix and shoot some rockets back. That's going to go ahead and force Northwestern back. Out comes the trap, not able to connect it. As walking up here, these two teams squaring off, looking for a flank there. Northwestern trying to get a good angle, but not before Jumble God can fly on top of Toaster and Durnset. The supports for Northwestern are down. The DPS go in, and they are going to find two knocked off the side there, but it's not going to be enough because they're not going to fall in the lava, as now Troy is just looking to clean them up here. Jumble God taking down the last few. Night, the turret's going to finish off Rento, as a job well done once again for Troy as they continue to hold their ground. Troy here in an interesting position, doing quite a wide hold on the point, but they've seen Northwestern go for those flanks, and this is kind of their way. They have very mobile supports, very mobile DPS, but it looks like this time Northwestern's just gonna funnel on through the center. There goes the Diva bomb. That's gonna force Northwestern back, as Recto just wasn't around the corner quite enough. The hook's gonna come out. Jumble God's gonna go in looking for those picks, looking for that damage. Has a Mercy to support. This Diva is gonna go on a rampage here. Oh, but it looks like the hook is not gonna be able to connect, as the Valkyrie, unleashed by Corin at the last moment, is gonna go ahead and save their life. Jumble God there finally picks off Rusty Banana. Quite the tanky hog. Toaster, though, gonna be back alive to get that res. Ooh, gonna get on out of there just in the nick of time, as Rusty Banana is gonna go ahead and hook him in, but the Ring of Fire is gonna drop, but there comes the whole hog, and that's gonna be a lot of damage. This is Northwestern's moment to charge onto the objective and try and get something here, and it looks like they're gonna be able to do it. Another bomb miraculously charged up from Jumble God is gonna find another pick on Rento. Two Diva bombs in one very long fight is incredible, and this is gonna put Northwestern on the back foot once again. They were so close to having it, but Troy is able to lock it in and lock it down on the last minute there with the 100% cap. What a job well done, and I am still blown away that Jumble God was able to get two Diva bombs back to back so quickly there. Incredible job well done. I mean, hey, when you have a Mercy powering you up and you are just standing there shooting the entire enemy team through that archway, it should come as no surprise right there that Jumble God was able to build that one back up. And also a great shout out that fight to Night, getting lots of ground covered with the Molten Core, which really hurt Rusty Banana's ability to find those picks with the whole hog. Was kind of caught between not wanting to burn in the fire, but also wanting to use the ultimate. So a great job right there. Now as we move on to map number 2 of map number 1 here. Ubermed swapping over to that Sombra. An interesting change here is going to be really effective against things like the Diva and the Torbjorn here. As once again, Jumble God already back on it, diving straight in. Going to be getting a lot of damage off here. Just holding down the hallway there. Ubermed, though, was able to go ahead and destroy the healer. You're going to see a lot of that out of the Sombra, destroying a lot of the tech that Troy brings with them with this sort of composition here, though. But it's like Jumblegod's going to try and dive and cut off the Mercy, but the hook back is going to be able to save her. She flies back, but it's not going to be able to save Durance at the Ubermed, who, while the Hog was dealing with the D.Va, the DPS were getting the damage down, and now it's up to Jumblegod to finish this one off. Gonna pick up a couple of kills on the end there as Troy, in a similar fashion to the first part of this map, is gonna go ahead and take control once again. Stepping on up. Really love this interesting style they have here of keeping the other three players on the point while just hunting Jumblegod and Corrin, the Mercy D.Va combo. You've heard of Mercy Pharah, but now we have the Mercy D.Va combo roaming around, looking for damage, building up those ultimates, finding that early damage, looking for picks here. As already we got a D.Va bomb going out, and Rento just keeps getting caught by him. Drops for a third time to it right there. Oh, but a huge hook out of Rusty Banana. Not quite able to get the damage in as Jumblegod's jumped onto the back line. Rusty Banana's going to fall without that help from that support as Durance. That's going to go too. Ubermed trying to find a pick here. Is going to be able to find a really clean shot on the aggravated. Is just going to be a little bit too late right there, as now Troy's going to go ahead and tick this one up to nearing 65%. One, maybe two more good fights out of it for Northwestern, but Jumblegod wants to make sure that's just one, buying a lot of time here, trying to force them back so they don't have to fight nearly as much. The Valkyrie going to go ahead and be popped there by Corrin. Also, Aggravated is going to have the ultimate ready. Look for that flank from that Sojourn. As right when I say it, Night Knight's going to go ahead and unleash with that Molten Core, and there it's go time. All the ultimates coming out from Troy. They want this to be the last hold. The whole Hog is not able to do enough, as it looks like Troy's just going to wipe the competition with this one and take another map, 100-0 here. Ticking up past 90% with Northwestern's death timers. They might be able to get a touch. Jumblegod's going to have that bomb, though, to hold him back. This one might just be a wrap right here. Finds 4 with the slyly placed D.Va bomb right through the uprights. Jumblegod. What an amazing play right there. Just throwing it right at the entrance at the last minute. I mean, hey, it makes sense. A play of the game, certainly, to hold that one off for Troy and give them map number 1. We should be able to see here exactly where the bomb landed. It's just going to shoot it towards the entrance. I mean, hey, this is always the good move. Right on over the wall right there. And then, yep, probably just dropped right on top of them there. A great first map there for Troy as they go up 1-0 in this best of 3 series. It'll be up to Northwestern now to choose their next map, and we'll see where they take us when we get back from this quick break. Hello, everyone, and welcome back for map number 2 here in this matchup between Troy and Northwestern High School for our makeup week here. Northwestern, with map selection, taking us over to Kings Row, a favorite of the original Overwatch maps for most players, certainly here. A hybrid style map. First off, capture the point, and then once you unlock the cart, you escort it through the streets of London here. And a very strong showing from Troy, coming out strong with two 100-0 caps on the control part there, taking a 1-0 lead in this best of 3 series. Troy here on the attack first, and it will be Northwestern on the defense, so Northwestern definitely going to want to hold their ground here. Really, when you choose between attack and defending side, you're really thinking about a couple things. One, if one team might have some sort of special strategy you think they're cooking up and you want to see that first, which side do you want to see that on? And the other thing is also a lot of mentality. I know some teams will like to defend first because then they say, oh, now we have a point we have to get to. Once the attackers attack, we know where we need to get. Some teams like to attack first because they don't like to have that point in mind, that type of stress. So see what they go up with here as a hazard by Ubermed. Going to be an interesting tank choice here. Going to charge on for it. Finds a lot of ground. It might be a bit hard to punch through all that shielding and damage on the side of Northwestern, but Aggravated got a little too low as a Pharah there and was stabbed by Ubermed there and taken out, as now Jumbo God is going to be forced back right here. But I mean, still holding their ground as yeah, holding their ground, doing a great job, as it is actually Northwestern on the attack here. Troy on the defense. Jumbo God holding back. He's going to be able to find that pick, though, on the Rusty Banana and on the Ubermed as well. Aggravated flew back in time just to find Rento. Jumbo God takes down Durinseth, and Troy holds on for another round here. A very long fight, but you can see these on King's Row, especially when you have a shield tank that can cycle through the health really well, like Jumbo God with the Mercy to heal him up. As, almost dropping really low. This Hazard gonna jump on in, tries to get onto the back line, not gonna be able to do it before Discord Kitten finds Durinseth, opens up Aggravated to finish off Ubermed. Jumbo God running a little bit far forward. Is going to go ahead and back off. We have the Pharah Mercy combo now, replacing that Pharah Diva as Jumbo God swapping on over to the Ramatra. Ultimate's also coming up now for Troy. Valkyrie's almost there. Pharah ultimate is almost there. We almost have the Nanoswarm from Jumbo God here as well. Is going to look to get some damage in. Hazard going to jump forward, throws up the wall, uses it to kind of get a curve angle in, but Aggravated and Night Knight have already found picks on the supports. There comes the Molten Core, and that's going to go ahead and finish off Northwestern there. A job well done by Troy holding this choke point. This is one of the hardest to break choke points in King's Row, as Aggravated fell to the passive of Rusty Banana there, Junkrat, with the explosive bombs dropping upon his death. Fighting in too close of a corridor. See if that could be Troy's opening now, as they are going to swap over to the Zarya. Let's see, they are going to be able to walk on through here, but Jumbo God is just dishing out a lot of damage. They can't really heal through. Is going to go ahead and get that shield up in time. Moira's going to go ahead and unlock the Coalescence, but it's going to find the Fist of Ramatra as 2 go down, looking for a third. Jumbo God charging forward, finds 3, runs out, but can still find the 4th right there, as Rusty Banana is going to be sniped off by Aggravated in the end. Incredible defensive aggression coming out of Troy right here. Toaster flying on out, is able to get away. We do see ultimates coming up here. We have 2 ready for the side of Northwestern, but Troy has 2 as well, and they're definitely going to be looking to use them. As the orbital comes down, this is Northwestern's moment to go. See if they can make something of it here. They are going to get slowed up by the ram thing. Justice rates from above. Here comes Rusty Banana, but the tire just gets destroyed, and it's not going to be enough right there as Troy holds their ground once more with only 40 seconds remaining and no ultimates. This is going to be an uphill battle for Northwestern. A tough spot to be in on this King's Row hold. As now they're going to fly back in. This is their last chance here. The ram swap coming at the last minute. They need to find a way to punch through. Grounding Aggravated is going to be a good start, but I don't know if they're going to be able to find much more through this. They don't have those ultimates. Here comes Aggravated over the top. The Alari ultimate as well. Troy on a roll, able to push forward here, getting a lot of space. 13 seconds. Discord Kitten ultimate gets the pick. Aggravated's going to find Rusty Banana, and it looks like there just wasn't enough time there as Northwestern is going to fall one after the other. Troy continuing their perfect record so far in this match, not letting Northwestern get even a sliver of a touch there. A job well done by Troy, as now they're going to swap sides, and it's time for Troy to be on the attack. They only have to get one tick, 1/3 of the point capture to win this map and go up 2-0 in the best of 3 series and take us to match point. But Northwestern, they have the chance here to hold that one off. Kings Row is, especially this first point, very hard choke point to get through. A lot of teams can get held here, and usually when you break it, it's on the last couple seconds. You've built up all 5 of those ultimates, so we'll see if Northwestern can hold on or what Troy can do, as it looks like now the hovers are going to come in. Ubermed swapping over to the Orisa, a great pick for a defensive hold tank. Jumbo God, though, back on that Diva. Saw how dangerous that was on that first map, Samoa right there, and picking it back up for this one is definitely going to be interesting. With the Pharah as well, a very airborne team with the Torbjorn thrown in. Love to see a composition like that, as now we're also going to see swap up Toaster on the Lucio there. Interesting pick for them. First time I believe that's been out today. The Lucio on defense has actually a lot of utility on a map like Kings Row, especially if you lose a couple people. Send the Lucio back, pick him up, bring him in from spawn really fast, see if Toaster uses that at all, or just a good healer support in general. As now here comes Troy. Northwestern, they need to make their stand here. Let's see if they can do it. Ubermed's going to drop really low as Jumbo God swapped over to the Zarya. Definitely more suited for a map like this one. Ubermed going to force him back. The turret goes down, but Night Knight fights Toaster before the turret can be taken out, as Ubermed's going to go down too. And it looks like Troy is just going to go ahead and roll on into a win on map number 2 here, as they find one pick after the other. The team kill, the point capture. Troy has done it again. They go ahead and they grab the win here, bringing themselves up 2-0 in the series and forcing a match point against Northwestern. A job well done. Jumbo God, the tank, been the center of this team for certain, holding the role a tank should. And a great job by Troy, especially this match, of comboing those ultimates. Once they started building them up, they always had at least one, but usually 2 ready, and they'd stack them on top of each other to guarantee that win in every fight they needed. So a job well done here, as we will have to go to a match number 3, as Troy forces match point, see if Northwestern can hold on, or see if Troy takes this one in a sweeping 3-0 fashion. We'll find out when we get back from this short break. Hello everyone and welcome back for map number 3 here as we cruise on down the new Junk City here, giving us that upbeat lovely soundtrack we love here, as this is map number 3 with the matchup between Northwestern and Troy High Schools here. Troy with a 2-0 lead right now, having two very dominant maps, have not allowed even a capture of a point yet by Northwestern, and have done a great job on the defense. Northwestern, though, has shown some versatility. They've swapped up some picks, and they have used some interesting strategies to try and get around Troy's very hard-stuck defense, but they just have not quite been able to fully crack through yet. Every time they're close, Troy has saved up those ultimates and readily deployed them to bail themselves out of any possibly dangerous situation. But as we hop on New Junk City, see if that changes anything up right here as both teams come flying on out right there, as Northwestern on the right there and Troy on the left. Jumble God swapping over to DPS, the resident tank, gonna go ahead and take on a different roles now. Aggravated on that tank, the hook's gonna come out, and a shield last second by Aggravated saves Jumble God's life right there. Gonna find a lot of good shots on this Soldier 76. As now Troy is going to go ahead and fight outside the arena here, forcing Northwestern to back off a little bit here. Northwestern looking for another angle. The hook on the Aggravated is going to find a bit of damage as Rusty Banana falls really low. Toaster's going to be the first one to drop. Night and Jumble God, they got the DPS flank. They got the dream shots, able to take them all out here as Troy's going to go ahead and grab point number 1. Might look a lot like control here, but on this clash game mode, the points go a lot quicker, and you need a lot more of them to come away with the victory here. Not just 2, but 5. As now firing forward, looking for something. Jumble God, though, connects onto Toaster. The hook, though, is going to find Night, going to make things even on the DPS playing field, as now Northwestern's going to have their angle. They get a res off as well on the Toaster. The one-man advantage is going to be swiftly turned around, though. Aggravated gets the pick off. Northwestern, they need to find a way into this room, but if they can't, it's just going to be damage galore coming out from Northwestern, who actually chooses to go ahead and leave the room to go ahead and finish them off right here. They're fighting outside of the point even as it just ticks away. There comes an ultimate right there. The Grav gonna go ahead and get Rusty Banana and Ubermed lined up, and Troy once again built those ultimates so fast, got that damage out so quick as they continue to hold on here and capture this first capture point here. Flying on forward in flashpoint mode. The points certainly do flash pretty fast here, capturing way faster and needing more, as I said earlier. But there is also this time to walk between the flashpoints, so we'll see if there are any picks or anything. Teams usually get caught here, and then it messes up their takes for the flashpoint as both teams exchange fire, waiting to see if that happens to any of them, as that could definitely change the tide of this here. As it looks like, though, it is going to be Troy that kind of gets to the flashpoint first here, as Northwestern's going to go ahead and follow up, but they're going to sneak around to the side, looking for a flank, see if they're able to get it off, as Durinseth is going to go ahead and pop this Coalescence, but you're going to be stuck in a hallway with a Torp with a lot of fire, but is going to be able to finish him off. Durinseth finds Night and uses the slid corner to take out the turret and get some healing onto the team there. Really good Coalescence placement there, but Aggravated's going to find Ubermed. Corin's going to get that res off, and it looks like Aggravated's just 100 Zarya charge lasered him down. As the fight goes longer and you soak in more damage as Zarya, you get much more powerful, and Aggravated has certainly become aggravated here after taking all those hits and is unleashing that damage, as taken out all the members right there of Northwestern to hold on to the second flashpoint as it ticks up towards 50%. A job well done here. Corin, Discordkin, and Jumble God have those ultimates. Aggravated almost has another grab on Zarya, as though Toaster and Ubermed are coming back with their ultimates, but still, that is a 1-2 ultimate deficit for the side of Northwestern. And as we talked about so much so far through this Overwatch competition, ultimates are your way back in. See if they could go ahead and pop that one off, though. Ubermed, the Mercy, is going to get the kill onto Night there. Rusty Banana gets the kill on the Aggravated. Northwestern's found an angle of Valkyrie. It's just going to be Jumble God left. Ultimates deployed to secure the point here, as it looks like at the last second, Northwestern going to get this pick off. Somehow Ubermed on that Mercy was able to get a kill onto Night Knight, which opened up the rest of the team just to pile onto Aggravated, who even through those Zarya shields was not able to save that health and was taken out. Ooh, Toaster trying to get the turret line up there. If he got it, that would be a really good turret hiding behind those railings. As now, Rento unleashes the blade, only gets the turret though before Aggravated is able to take him out. Ooh, going, grabbing the ultimate here. But this is what we're talking about with Troy's ultimate advantage. Throws down the grab, throws down the visor, the coalescence as well. It's going to be a lot for Northwestern to face down, and it might just be too much here as everyone grabs a kill and grabs the point. And it looks like Troy's going to finish off this flashpoint to go up 2-0 right here. Oh, a last second contest by Toaster. Actually, no, it's going to be by Durinset there. Not going to be enough to finish that one off as this flashpoint is going to go ahead and tick over as a 2-0 right here. The next flashpoint unlocking soon. Molten Core, you got to go ahead and pick off Rento, and that's going to make it a lot harder for Northwestern to hold on to this one. Even if they could get to it first, they're going to be a man down when the fight starts. As in 16 seconds, that point unlocks. Rusty Banana needs to not go down here. It's going to be even more of a situation. Unleashes the whole hog, but they're just going to be able to shoot through it. He's living at 1 HP. Can he get away? Mercy, Ubermed able to barely save him, but no, Discord goes ahead and fades forward to finish that one off. Night Knight picks off Ubermed as well. But Northwestern, they got to it first. They're going to be able to get the cap. They're going to be able to get some points down on it. But it's just going to be Toaster here and Durinset. See how long they can hold this for. They need the stall for their teammates to get back. Jumble God finds Durinset. Toaster and Ubermed have both built up ultimates as well. Corin has some ready as well, but I don't know if that's going to be enough there as Rento falls. Toaster does not deploy the ultimate, saves it for the fight. Rusty Banana walking in, the res comes out on the Toaster. They might try and contest this. The Valkyrie by Ubermed instantly shut down. Aggravated, able to go ahead and get the pick right there, as that is an ultimate come and an ultimate gone. As now Rusty Banana finds himself in another Rock and a Zarya place type of position. Gonna go ahead and be lasered down here, taken out by Aggravated, as this is once again Troy's flashpoint here, ticking up past that 45%, towards that 50% mark. Not much time, but they do have Toaster's ultimate, but Corin has that Valkyrie. There is going to be another visor up. Aggravated is going to also have that grab. We'll see what they can do. But Northwestern, they need to make a choice quick. 30% might be a lot of control, but it's not a lot on Flashpoint. They find Jumbo God, the hook of the sentry. Rusty Banana sneaks it just around the corner, but it looks like it's not going to be enough as Aggravated was on a flank of their own. Finds the grab, finds the kills. Troy holds on to this next flashpoint here, going up with 3 flashpoints and taking this map as Troy wins map number 3 with flashpoint number 3, wins game number 3, and wins this series. A job well done there by Troy. Aggravated swapping on to the tank for that round, playing the Zarya. Had such a good charge management that whole match. I felt like whenever we were looking at them, they were well above 50 charge, sitting at 100 regularly, right where you want your Zarya to be. A very good job. Built multiple grabs that match, but kudos to that whole team of Troy. Did a very good job. The first 2 maps never let Northwestern get a touch in that last one. Never let them get a flashpoint. A very, very clean series that they should be really proud of if they continue on into the playoffs. As a job well done to both teams here. And right before we leave you, just a quick reminder, we are heading into playoff season, so make sure to follow us on all social medias and here at this stream so you can stay tuned for our competitions coming out from our other levels of play, but for Premier as well. And we're going to see the regional playoffs on April 5th and 6th. So definitely make sure to tune in for those, as we'll be bringing you lots of Overwatch action and other action throughout this week and these playoffs. As thank you for joining us on this stream.